Hi everyone, it's Josh from the First Time Father. Today's day 26 of Ryan Fischer's 30-day carb cycling challenge, and we're feeling good. We've got a high carb day tomorrow, which I've been looking forward to. On Thursday, 2 days ago, so that's day 24 of the challenge, we woke up, weighed 74.2 kilos. So it's time for us to recalculate our calories and our macros. So on low carb days, we're now getting 1,922 calories. That's 164 grams of protein, 96 grams of carbs, and 98 grams of fat. We're now down to 164 grams of protein. When I recalculated, I weighed 163.6 pounds. So now that's why our protein macros are now 164 grams per day, which is a little bit less than what we're used to. On high carb day, we're now getting 2,307 calories with 164 grams of protein, 289 grams of carbs, and 55 grams of fat. So that's what we have to look forward to tomorrow. Overall, it's not that big a change in my daily calories. I think it's around the 25 to 30 calorie difference from what I was eating before I recalculated. But those 25 calories will add up over a week. So the reason why it's important for me to recalculate my calories as soon as my weigh-ins dictate is because it may not seem like much for 25 calories a day difference, but spread out over a longer period of time, it will add up. For example, 25 calories a day is 175 calories a week. So you go 25 times 7 is 175 calories. That still might not seem like much, but 175 calories for me in about a 30 to 40 minute walk, if we want to talk about steps again, that's how many calories I'll burn during that 30 to 40 minute walk. If we're talking about food, 175 calories, these two medium-sized bananas equate to about that 160, 170 calories, but it paints a picture that if I was to hit all my macros and all my calories throughout the week, and I was to eat those two bananas, that's all, nothing else, then I would have gone over my calories. Now, it still might not have made too much of a difference. I don't want to plateau because I'm weighing in daily and I'm tracking everything and I'm keeping a track on my averages of everything. The first chance I'm getting to recalculate my calories to keep me moving forward, that's what I'm doing. It might be a little bit of aggressive because you don't need to do it on the day. You could do it maybe a week after and still be making progress, but that's just what I'm doing. So I'm sharing it with you. On the training side of the house, 2 days ago on Thursday, we had fartlek intervals, which is always fun. Personally, fartlek training is not my friend. It always challenges me in some way or another, and Thursday session was no exception. Then yesterday, Friday, was a rest day, so we just did some mobility work and made sure we kept our steps up because technically it was a rest day. Today's workout would normally be an easy run, but I guess my coach is spicing it up a little bit, and we had the easy run pace for 850 meters. And then for 150 meters, we had a 4 minute and 5 second pace. So it was pretty much an easy run with surges throughout. And I just completed that 1K 6 times. Today marks 14 days exactly until the Gold Coast Half Marathon. I'm ready, I'm keen to do it. Can't wait to get down there and smash out the run. My goal is definitely going to be a challenge for me. I'm aiming for sub 1 hour and 35 minutes for the half marathon, which is 21.1 Ks. So that's about a 4 minute 30 pace for the whole thing. Our 6-year-old Leo, he's going to be participating in the junior event, which is a 2 kilometer dash. Now Leo loves running and bike riding and even swimming. Future triathlete, I'm sure of it. But for Leo, this will be his first event that's pretty much not a sprint. Normally he's just sprinting fast past all the kids at the school's athletics carnivals, but this is a bit longer, it's 2 kilometers. I'm sure he'll be able to do it. There's a 20-minute time cap, so he'll be able to walk that anyway, but he's competitive, so I'm sure he's gonna run at least most of the way. And for me, that means I'm gonna do the half marathon, which kicks off at 6 a.m, go bang that run in, and then come back, have something to eat, have a little bit of time to put my feet up, and then I've got to go do a 2 kilometer jog with Leo. Who knows, he's probably going to beat me during that 2 kilometers. I'm just going to channel my inner go 1 more mindset and go 2 more and do the extra 2 kilometers and put it down as my workout for the day. And then post his run, we get to go to an Italian restaurant for lunch to refuel the bodies and to have some delicious food, high in carbs, which we haven't been getting during this carb cycling challenge. So we've got 4 days left of this carb cycling challenge. We've got 14 days until the half marathon. So for me, that means we keep our focus on this carb cycling challenge for the next 4 days. Tomorrow, we're gonna run our long run with the same prep that we're going to do on the half marathon. So I'm going to wake up a little bit earlier. We're going to smash a bagel about an hour and a half beforehand. We're going to hydrate the same way. We're going to have the same gels before and during, the same amount of water, wearing the same clothes. I just want to be in the mindset, even though it's a shorter run, tomorrow is still my long run. It's still 14 Ks and it's at a slower pace than what the half marathon will be. But I just want to get those mental reps in and do it as close to race day conditions as I can, just so I'm mentally prepared. And if for some reason having a bagel beforehand affects me during the run, like the pizza did the other day, and I felt like throwing up the whole time, then I'll know tomorrow as opposed to on race day. After this carb cycling challenge is finished, for the 9 to 10 days until race day, I'm just going to maintain for the first week of that, not really focusing too hard on, say, cutting or anything like that. I will stay in a caloric deficit because it'll just be easier for me to continue the carb cycling. I do enjoy most aspects of carb cycling itself, so there's no reason to just stop because the challenge just stops. So I'll keep that going, and then 4 or 5 days out, I'll slightly change my eating, and then about 2 days before, I'll start focusing on ramping my carbs up and sort of carb loading. Even though it's only a half marathon, it's not an ultra or anything like that, but pre-race nutrition and the days leading up to it are still important to perform well on the day. And my training load will obviously taper as well, but that's up to my coach.